As I mentioned in my last video, I want to take a look at the behavior of the bench as a whole. And to do that, I've taken a cross section right down the symmetry line. So what you're seeing here is a projection of the bench as though I was looking normal to the symmetry line. So you can imagine it's sort of sliced in two. You can see the end of the bench here, and you can see these two posts are aligned, so we can only see one, and the other post, the fourth post, is behind the first one right here. And so we're going to take a look at this situation. So again, it's a simplification, but I think it understands now, it's easier to understand now how those loads might be distributed. If somebody sits right in the middle here, then that load is actually going to be supported across all four legs. If, however, somebody sits on this end, that's still an interesting situation that we need to consider. So we'll go through the same process as last time. Here's a segment that will represent the entire bench. Again, we'll change the units back to inches. I actually closed the application before I opened this. And then that needs to be 43.5 inches. And same as last time, we're going to add a segment to represent each post. It's a little bit simpler diagram actually in this case. So there's the geometry. We will ground both of the posts and then apply a 200-pound load at this end, because clearly this is the furthest out from the post and therefore where we can expect the most leverage. And now you can see something very interesting. There's an upward reaction force on the first post, as you might expect, and then there's a downward reaction force right here. If we take a look at the individual forces, the beam here is actually pulling up on this post and pushing down on this post, which is interesting. Now that means that the load is spread across the posts as we expected, and if we secure these appropriately, and I'm thinking now to put a bolt vertically down through the posts, then we're going to have a very rigid structure. And even if we were to have a 200-pound person on the right and left ends of the bench, I think we're going to have a very stable and safe structure.